got 8:35. We'll go ahead and get started. I'm Richard Smith, Calibre Home Inspections, inspecting homes and protecting dreams. We meet here every Wednesday morning. Right now it's 8:30. It may change, but check the website. You'll have a link to get in. We have a visitor today. Thank you for joining us, Jon. Appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I might have some questions for you. You are an agent that refers us. Thank you very much. And
Absolutely.
yep, and it varies on which inspector actually gets to do your inspections. But you are out there beating the bushes, making things happen. You get uh, a number of buyers that would tend to need a home inspection. Don't know what percent of those buyers actually need a home inspection or choose to get one, but I do appreciate you when you get my name out there. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Yeah, first of all, what kind of dog do you have in the back? I saw it
Oh,
running
did you
around.
see him? Yeah, see, he's a boxer mix. His name's Apollo after Apollo Creed because well, they're boxers.
Boxer.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah,
That's
he's a
cute.
good guy.
All right. Hey, Jon, let's just see how you got started in the real estate business.
Okay. So my father has actually been an agent since I was born. So he's been an agent I'm 33. He's been an agent for 33 years. About 5 years ago is when I started getting into real estate. I actually didn't even want to get my license, had no desire, but he pushed me to do it. And then here we are now, and I would never want to do anything else. 5 years in, or actually 2 years ago, I joined the Jason Mitchell Group, and that's when things really started to explode for me. Um, Doing 30 plus deals a year. They, I've hit top 15 in the country for the brokerage on multiple occasions. They've now signed me as division president of Alabama for the brokerage. So I'm training all sorts of agents out there. Um, and yeah, everything's just really taken off. I'm glad he pushed me. I'll tell you that much.
That's so amazing.
Yeah.
That's
That's so
great.
cool.
Um, is there any do you specialize in any type of real estate? Because I know some people specialize in land or being a buyer's agent, being a seller's agent, being high end, low end, middle of the road, or whatever.
So we're predominantly residential. All of our clients get sent over from the largest lending companies in the country. So we've got like Rocket Mortgage that we partner with, Veterans United, Amerisave, New American Funding. I mean, the list goes on. There's about 150 partners that we have that they send us all of their pre-approved buyers. So we are very, very buyer heavy on the residential side. Now every once in a while you'll get somebody that, they need to sell in order to buy and that kind of thing. So we do every once in a while get listings, we do work listings, but definitely predominantly buyer heavy.
Okay. All right. Lexus, did you have any questions?
Did I have you put me on the spot? Did I have any questions? Okay. Um, Mine's about your vehicle because Terry sent me a picture and I just thought that was the neatest thing that you just have your face on the side of it. So like was
Yeah.
that something like obviously it was custom.
Yeah.
Do you have any like shout outs for the people that did your is it a wrap?
Yeah.
They just
Yeah,
wrapped
it's a
it?
wrap. So it's a wrap. It
Okay.
was done by oh God, if I butcher the name, I'm gonna feel terrible. Um,
We'll go in and if you don't mind, I'll
Hold on.
post your vehicle and I'll tag them.
Okay. I'm trying to make sure this is, yeah, it's it. So it's 5 a.m. vinyl
Okay.
in Swanee. They did it
Nice.
for me. They did a really, really good job. They they really took their time with it. Took absolutely every single part of the car apart, wrapped it, and then put it back together.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So it
They
I
was
took
mean,
the
it's
quite,
car
so
apart.
cool.
what's that?
They took the car apart.
Yeah. Yeah. So all the fenders, the hood, everything, it all came off. They wrapped it and then put it back together.
I had no idea they did that.
Just to
Yeah.
make it more seamless.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yep.
It's not very often you see somebody's face on the side of the car
Yeah.
that's like just a regular guy, you know?
Yeah.
Floating billboard.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've
It's
got my
it,
company on mine, but no, not it's not a wrap. Definitely not a
Maybe
wrap.
you
And
need to go to
it's
5 a.m. Auto in Swanee and get your face on it.
yeah, it's I bought that new truck. It's a 2023 Gladiator, the
Mm.
diesel. They don't even make the diesel Gladiator anymore. And
Oh, wow.
that monthly payment was like, yeah, I gotta do something to make this
I got to
worthwhile,
make the
right?
money. Yeah, definitely.
So wrapping it, hopefully it pays for itself, kind of deal.
Do you have a QR code on your car? I haven't
I
seen
do.
it in person.
Yeah.
oh,
That's
you
so
do.
cool.
Yeah.
That I need to do that too. It's
That's
a good
really cool.
idea.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. I've had my car logoed up for 25 years now, and I don't get any direct business from it, but I think it does when I pull up to a home. I think it puts everybody at ease. They know who's pulling up.
Yep.
They can just read it and they say, okay, yeah. I got two inspections from it. One
Yeah.
guy, yep, one guy in Athens and one
Over
guy in
25 years.
25 years. I got directly from my car. But,
Yeah.
when someone, it's a different level of professionalism
Yeah.
because when you're at the house and the client shows up and they see, okay, he's got his car logoed up, he's in it for the long haul, and it just they see the logo on the side, it's branding, it's
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I can refer this guy out.
I think
Yeah.
it's so cool though.
I
Sorry, go
had a
ahead, John.
guy call me the other day and I was like, did you see my truck or something like that? He's like, yeah, I'm right behind you.
That's so great.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Wait till somebody that you know sees your car, like if you're in the store or something, and they just take a
I get
selfie
made
with your
fun
car.
of by all my friends.
Do you?
All my friends. Oh my God. Oh man, it's brutal. It's really brutal.
That's great. Oh my gosh. But are they really your friends if they're not giving you a little bit of a hard time?
Yeah, right, right, right. You're exactly right.
So
No.
that we're going to look forward to that bringing you more business and everything else bringing you more business. We love when you're busy because it overflows. Thank
Right.
you. And you are, as far as someone that wants to buy a house and they could go to you, is there any benefit to go to you? Is there any reason someone should go to you as opposed to someone else they just call in a phone book?
Right. So we do offer all sorts of incentives to our buyers and our sellers, which is pretty great. Um, Anyone who works with us and our lending partners gets all of these incentives. Now, these incentives can be all the way up to 1% of the purchase price back at closing. You buy a $500,000 house, here's $5,000 for working with John and working with New American Funding.
Wow.
And that's just scraping the top. I mean, the amount of incentives that we offer throughout our company and throughout our different lending partners is really, really crazy. It's some of the best deals I've seen in real estate ever. And that's exactly why so many people work with us and stick with us, right? So
Well, that's
it's a
great.
great deal.
That's great. So you're busy. I see that you're busy.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
definitely busy. Definitely stay
and you
busy.
say you're training. So are you hiring? Are you still hiring people?
Yes, we are. So we're definitely still hiring here in Georgia. Um, I'm building Alabama as we speak, so we're definitely hiring all over the country. Um, but yeah, we need agents. We're in 47 states right now. We're in 47 states, but every state is quite large, right? So we might be in that state, and a lot of times it's usually like the capitals and stuff that we'll have plenty of agents in the capital, but those outlying areas we don't have anybody in.
Hmm.
Um, and so we get a lot of our referral partners all the time saying, "Hey, we really wanted to send you this client, but we don't have, you don't have any boots on the ground in this area." Um,
Wow.
so I mean, we really need agents. We need agents bad. And it's one of those companies that absolutely changed my life and can change an agent's life easily as well. So yeah, if you know,
That's
if
great.
you need any agents out there, give me a call. 770-560-2005.
And we'll put that number in the interview,
Okay,
like
there
when
we
I
go.
type it
Yeah,
up.
let's do
There we
that. Let's do that. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. We keep
Yeah,
these kind of
absolutely.
short, make it concise and clear. And so it's Jon Dabney. If
Yep.
you're interested in buying a house and you need a realtor, it's Jon Dabney. You need a home inspector, it's Calibre Home Inspections.
Yeah.
We work together a lot. I appreciate John for sending us referrals.
Yeah.
And all right, so I have one more question.
Uh-oh. Oh gosh. Here we
Yeah,
go.
yeah, it's a here we go. There is a lot been on the news, or at least a
Ah,
buzz around the real estate industry, even the home inspection industry. I have a networking group of guys all over the country, and we talk, and we're pulling our reins in. We're trying to figure out what's going to happen this next year, and I think it just settled a lawsuit saying that something has to change with buyer's agents. Could you explain that and see how it's going to affect you guys, or if it has, or
so a lot of what's going on is so it all started with I forget which state it was, but it's definitely not Georgia. Georgia has always been very clear in our contracts disclosing what compensation everybody is getting, right? But there was some state in the Midwest, and in their listing contract, it said something along the line, you will be paying, 6% commissions to sell your home, right? But there in that contract, there was no mention of paying the buyer's agent. So usually what happens is the listing agent will pay 6% and and then it will be split in half, and 3% will go to the listing agent, 3% to the buyer's agent to ensure a smooth process all the way through.
Mhm.
Um, so in that state, the lawsuit started with, hey, we never knew that we were paying the buyer's agent, right? And so it turned into a very big thing, and turned into this massive lawsuit against the entire National Association of Realtors for all states, even states that have been disclosing everything perfectly always for years. Um, so it's turned into basically all that's happening is we have to disclose a lot more. A lot of our contracts have changed just to disclose to all parties at all times, that, you know, the agents are making this much money, blah, 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 that kind of thing. Do I think it's going to change anything? Not at all. Uh, everything that's being changed is only in the contracts. Commissions compensation has always been negotiable, always. It was never a set price. Nobody was set to paying this exact amount of money or anything like that. It's always been negotiable. But they're just disclosing that a little bit more now. But and to be honest, it's been working out in our favor. I think we're negotiating higher more than anything nowadays.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, so it's obviously it's not going to change for the buyer,
Right.
person buying a house. The
I
seller,
I,
it's
I
not
write
gonna,
all
really
my
not going to change.
contracts. I write all my contracts with my buyers saying that they will not pay any commissions. Now, if the seller says, "Hey, we're not paying any commissions to the buyer's agent," okay, guys, we might need to talk about this for a second. I gotta feed my family, right? But that's I've seen it like twice in my entire career.
Okay. Interesting.
So
Yeah, it's just everybody knew that both agents were going to get paid. It's just common
exactly.
knowledge that if you're
Yep.
going to have a realtor involved, that they're going to get some kind of commission at the closing table.
We
So
also can't call it commission anymore. It's now
can't call it
compensation.
commission. I heard gummy bears. I heard matchsticks. I heard, yeah, it's yeah, why not call it commission?
So we have to call it compensation now.
Compensation in chicken carcasses.
Yeah,
Compensation
exactly.
in
Yeah.
whatever
Bird
it is.
feathers. Yep.
Bird feathers. Yeah, yeah.
All I think
Wow.
about are those commercials. You may be compensated.
Yeah.
Like, all those. That's all I think about. when people
877
say-
cash now.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
So the attorneys got their eyes wide open when they saw an opportunity and they just rode this out. They probably made a lot of money during all this.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the real estate industry, all of our realtors and everything like that, there's a lot of people out there that are like, this lawsuit should have never happened,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And but it did, and they actually won. So
Yeah.
so here we are.
All right. Well, thanks for clarifying that. And we're gonna
Yeah.
wrap it up and sign off. Thanks, Jon Dabney, for being here. I think we'll have a phone number down at the bottom of this
Absolutely.
recording.
Thanks for having me.
Yep. And I'm Richard Smith, Calibre Home Inspections, inspecting homes and protecting dreams. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.